Hey everyone, Adam here, Nice Guys Prospecting. Finally here up in Maine to show our somewhat secret spot, you could say. Check this out. Potholes for days. We've been here before, found some coins encrusted with gold. Now we're here to clean out the rest of the potholes. In the hole.
Very nice.
Very nice. There's one of my holes. Kind of dug down in that direction there. This side is just a little too dense. Then we cleaned out the one under the bucket here. I just cleaned out this one down here. That one's a good arm down to the shoulder length deep. But man, we lucked out. Whoa, almost just fell. Holy cow. Whew. But once again, we lucked out. It's a beautiful day. It's gotta be 75 degrees. I'm kind of sweating. For the end of the season for Maine, this is perfect weather. It's pretty cool. Luckily we're upstream from that paper mill you were just looking at, because you don't want to be downstream from that. Kind of gross. Dave's father used to run a paper mill somewhere in Massachusetts, and yeah, you don't want to be playing with that water. But yeah, this is where we've been playing. Look at all the metal crap we're finding. Yeah, we'll be taking that with us, bring it to the scrap yard. But I found a flat bar and this nice piece of metal here. Been helping me out all day, this stuff. But see what we got going on. Is the piece of my vacuum that I broke. Hopefully that'll go back on. Is this weird lock? Is that petrified wood or just a cool rock? Either way, cool. This copper detonator looking thing. Not sure what that is. Found this round. Missing the top, but actually it's never been fired. Interesting. But once again, we got all kinds of coins and random pieces of copper that we're gonna look at underneath the Tom Love microscope, see if there's any gold on it. Also finding marbles. There's a full one, there's a half of one. Interesting place. All right, take a look. Here's the hole I'm digging out. Not even close to the bottom yet. But I just found the first piece of treasure so far. We'll see how we do. Dave's up there in a different hole. It's looking like an awesome day. Weather's perfect. Couldn't ask for anything more. Super duper sucker. We don't play with those hand pumps. Nope. Woo, baby. What's going on down here? This hole seems like it's starting to go that way. Oh, we full. That was quick. Alright, let's take a better look at the scenery, I guess. Some people watch only just to see the scenery, so check this out. Ooh. Flip it around for you. Now you gotta be careful down here. It's a little slippery. This rock's like glass. But check out how deep some of these potholes go. You could dive on in. Where's the other ones? Yeah, look at these. I don't know if the camera's gonna do that any justice, but you could take a bath in there. Pretty deep. Pretty cool place though. You could spend weeks here digging out down there. That clearly hasn't been touched in years and years and years. Real cool place though. We're getting kind of hungry. This is day 1 of 2 at this spot. Technically day 2 of us being in Maine. First day we were hanging out with all the other prospectors during the fall rendezvous. Shout out to Hans. Thank you very much. Nutmeg Prospectors. Anyone's interested, go on Facebook, sign up with them. The other day, they were only 20 subscribers away from being 1,000 members. So you can help them out. He's trying to do a 1,000 member giveaway. That'd be great. Go ahead and Facebook, sign up. Nutmeg Prospectors. How we doing over here, Dave?
Potential.
Potential. Nice. Sounds like my high school record. Had potential. I'm doing all right. Here's the mess we've made so far. We're digging way up there, and there, and there. Dave started off up there. I started off with these 3. I started moving into here. Now Dave's going after this hole. It's got a lot of heavy rocks in it, but it looks like it's decently shallow. Might be able to get some good stuff out of there before we go have dinner and things. Tomorrow we're definitely coming back. We're going to clean out a few more before we head home. But yeah, it's turning into a good trip. We met a whole bunch of new faces. Had the fall rendezvous, had a dang good time. So yeah, Maine's a great place to come. Real nice place. Rosie and her husband Bob there were nice enough to show us their nugget collection. Make your heart drop out of your chest, seeing what they got. Nuggets like this big from the Swift. You know where to look, you know how to snipe, get down underwater. Find some big stuff around here. But hey, get back at you, huh? There's Dave panning down again. What? Oh, hole in a rock. We're getting a little hungry, getting a little tired. Might be coming back tomorrow. But this is turning out pretty good. Pretty dang good. There's a prospector dive in the wild. Don't want to make too much noise and disturb him. Should run away. Oh, did he spot us? Nope. Just a bug. Oh. Might have spotted us. Nope. Might just be fishing for food. The wild Dave's an interesting creature. Now, to any of you thinking about getting into prospecting, just remember it's nice, laid back, easy work. Don't have to worry about nothing. You know, pretty much got its own stairs here, down there. You know, and as long as you don't fill the buckets all the way to the top, they're not too heavy. Carry from down there. Yeah, it's quite the climb. We're having fun. That's all that matters, right? Having fun. Sun in my eyes. Damn it. Yeah. We're having fun out here. Feeling a little out of shape, kinda. Thought I was doing good. But, you know, check this out. We were all the way down there. It's gotta be a couple hundred. No. Realistically. I don't know. 100 feet. Regardless. With the equipment, it's hard. Stuff's heavy. Vacuum's full, pocket's full, that bucket's full. You know, trying not to ask too much from Dave. Not really. Wouldn't be nice of me. It's kind of my idea. Bring the dirt home. So it's kind of my responsibility. At this point, I don't think Dave could care less. But either way, we're having fun. We found some coins like we wanted. Found a lead horse or something, maybe pewter. Had a piece of gold stuck in its back, I think. put that through the Tom Love microscope when we get back to camp. What until then, we'll get back at you, huh? Hey. All right. Just in case anyone else watching is interested in grabbing some golden crusted coins up here in Rumford, Maine. Right here is the entrance here. Right across from the Walgreens. Right next to the barrier to the bridge where it ends. Nice little hobo path down here. Short little way. Maybe make some loud noises if it's early in the morning, just in case there's someone sleeping down here. You never know. Obviously people have fires and things. But yeah, we were down there. So, the more you know. Alright, here's Dave and I. Day 2 of digging the potholes up in Rumford, Maine. Underneath the Memorial Bridge. Up there. There you go. But, let's take a look at what we're doing here. This is the hole I'm cleaning out this morning. Pretty big. Dave's around the corner starting another one. Getting down deep. But, well, you can see all kinds of ridiculous heavies and things. Iron everywhere. Very dirty stuff. Whoop. Won't slip. Well, we've been here for about an hour this morning. Well, this afternoon, actually. And this is what we got so far. Some more pennies and things. And I'm pretty sure I gotta take it home. But I might be finding silver again. It looks different than the lead I'm finding. It's real black-like. It's a good sign that it's actually silver. Silver tends to tarnish black. The lead tends to tarnish with like a little brown on it. So we're gonna get back at it and yeah, see how we do. Alright, Dave and I are going to take a break, go get something to eat real quick up at the truck. I thought I'd show you the monotonous trail or path of getting up there. So check this out. After you make your way from down there, kind of walk this way underneath the bridge. Whoa, almost fell. Got him holding the phone. And then you just kind of do your skipping thing across the rocks there. Do. And it's as simple as that. I'm actually quite a fan of rock jumping or skipping rocks. Not many people enjoy doing that. I know my cousin Casey does. Hey Casey, how you doing? You'd enjoy this. This is fun. Skipping around over here. Give you a quick view. Dave likes to take his time so he doesn't get hurt. I really don't mind if I get hurt sometimes. I like reckless decisions. Quick little hop, skip, and a jump over here. Check this place out, huh? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Dave's like, can we just eat, please? I'm pretty hungry too. Did I catch that? I figured, might as well record the rest of the walk up, because it is quite tricky. Interesting. Ready to have fun again, Dave? Yeah. The only tricky part is going up here. You know, that's about twice my height. See, I gotta go from there to there to there to there to there. It's real fun. Yeah. Put a hand up. Step on this towel. Oh yeah. And bada bing. See, it is much higher than it looks on camera. I'm looking at the top of Dave. And then Just a simple walk out there, which once again is a lot higher than it looks on camera. Little bouncy action here. Bounce back and forth off the rocks. Hoop, hey, hoop, hey, yo. And then you're up here. And just for perspective again, there's Dave way down there. Where is he? There he is behind the trees there. It is quite the climb. Whatever it is, it's, you know, the height of the bridge, which I would say 150, 200-ish, more like 150. Alright, we're back in the gold room here in Stoughton, Massachusetts. Going through the buckets I vacuumed out in Rumford, Maine, and the potholes. We've already gone through that bucket. Had to change the water twice now. This stuff is gross. But we're finishing up with what we got left. And hopefully, we'll see some gold at the bottom of this. Nails everywhere. Alright, so we're done with our last bucket. Nice and clean there. I wanted to point out, as you can see, my handy power box here has my tablet charging, the Tom Love charging, the lights on, and it's also got the pump going. Quite the handy unit. Just a quick PCA kind of thing. These bad boys are actually going to be going on sale in about a week or two. Still waiting for a few more things to come in the mail to have a whole bunch of these put together. But either way, the whole point of that was these bad boys will be on sale soon. Still waiting on a few things from Amazon and stuff like that so I can make a whole bunch at once before I put them on sale. But they're quite the handy unit. But back to the gold. Alright, we're going to shut her down and take a look. The handyman high banker couldn't be more simple. Top comes right off. Put it off to the side there. And the basket just pops right off the top. Put that to the side as well. Now, do we have anything visible in the map? Let's take a look. Couple rocks in the way here. And yeah, I think we have a few pieces. Got a piece of copper wire up there. But I do believe that there might be a piece of gold. Well, lighting is not our friend today. Let's get that in a pan. So, just gonna take our sluice, check the legs out, stick it in the bucket. Green light comes right out, goes to the bottom. Oh yeah, before I even go any further, there's clearly gold there. Take a look. If we, yeah. Oh yeah. On to something. Well, let's get that in the bucket. Get her cleaned up. Now it's as simple as just popping the head off. Now we'll get ourselves a nice little washing hose. Fire up the pump, turn it down a little bit. Give me a quick little rinse it. Alright, just enough water in there. Let's get that in a pan, huh? So, we're not going to just put it in any pan. We're going to put it in my electric gold pan. A little more. A little extra water there. So, start off by just raking the big rocks back. Get rid of those. What I should have done is classified it first. Let's do that. So, now that we're classified, that makes things a lot easier. We'll put this off to the side for later. I don't think there's going to be anything really interesting in there. Much easier to deal with. Hopefully I didn't just spill something on the floor there. I'll move that over to the electrical. Alright, put it on the side there. Move all the material down the bottom. And fire up a little bit. Make sure everything's nice and stratified down there. And see if we can get the rhythm down. This thing can be kind of finicky, but when it does work, it's pretty amazing. Well, I can see a few tiny pieces at the top there. Let's try that again. Like I said, the electric gold pan is a little finicky. Sometimes I can do it instantly, sometimes it just does nothing. Let's try that again. Yeah, there's some wiry gold up there. Might just throw it in the Garrett Super Sleuth and get this over with, eh? Need some practice with this. Alright, so until I perfect my electric gold panning, we'll just pan. Sure, once I shut the camera off, I'll be able to electric gold pan, no problem. First sign of gold. Little tiny piece of wire gold there. And some more water on the floor. Oh yeah, there's definitely a nice flake there. No kidding. Tiny piece of copper wire. Nice size garnet. Well, I think I washed a few pieces down by accident, but let me show you what we got. Alright, let's take a look. First of all, nice piece. Almost looks like a crab in a way. That's going under the microscope. We got that there. Not too shiny looking, but worth taking a look at. Little tiny piece there. Oh, a few more pieces over here. Yep, another tiny piece over there. Not too bad. But the star of the show is definitely Mr. Krabs over here. So, let's put that under the Tom Love microscope. Alright, here's our piece under the microscope. Almost looks like a bunny. Could be a crab. Regardless, pretty cool. Got a few more pieces in the pan that we'll pick out later. But this is all the coins we found. Quite a few. Some of them, not much left to them. But quite a few of these are encrusted with gold. Very, very tiny, tiny, tiny gold. I'll show you some pictures of that in a minute. Is that cool rock I found. I don't think it's petrified wood. I just think it's an interesting rock of sorts. Either way, pretty cool. Here's a row of ammunition. We got cartridges of all various rotting sizes. Some of them haven't been fired, which is interesting. And we got our projectiles. Some are flattened, some were hollow points, some have been shot, some haven't. Random copper rod. You can see I scratched it. Copper. And then there's that. This baby measures 7/8 across by 3 inches, which is the typical size for a 20 mil round. But the interesting thing is, it's made of steel. So anyone in the military knows about that, please comment down below. Alright, well I clearly got some cleaning to do. But I'm going to leave you guys with the pictures of the coins that were encrusted with gold. One of them had this funky flake hanging right off the side there. It was pretty cool. But before I go, here's a look at things to come. The electric gold pan, of course. I'm going to get used to using that. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. Of course, not on camera. Then this funky thing here. Got a vibrator hooked up to that. Some water going through it. That's an interesting project. We'll talk about that one later. And then, of course, there's the stuff I need to continue going through. That's from prospecting in the basement when I lost my gold because of you there. But also, gonna have some metal detecting episodes coming up. So, the dreaded phrase from every YouTuber. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.